see what my draft is, and we're getting into it right now. So my brother's in the background. Say what's up, brother. Say what's up. Just say what's up. Ooh, look up in the corner. Ew, I have barely any trading. Alright. What draft? I'm talking 85 overall. Julio? Man, I need it better. Wait. Mom, I need your credit card. I need to draft the team. I have 5 tickets. I need to draft the team. This is my first time ever doing it, so don't be in the comment section saying, "Oh, you're trash, you're trash." This is my first time, alright? So, shut up. So, shush. Okay. Comment down below what challenge should I do on Madden. Speed challenge, chucking, kicking. Oh man. Dad.
What is it?
What coach is better? What coach is better?
Y'all go to bed. Y'all fight, y'all sleep.
My controller's shaking. Oh my god! Oh my god! Dad, look at that! Look at that! Ah! Ay!
Hey, stop.
I don't even know who to pick. Dad, I don't even know how to pick. I'm gonna go with him. But why am I so glitchy? Ay! My controller's shaking. Ooh, JJ. I'm gonna go with the JJ walk. This is a tough
Take shoulder pads up.
I'm gonna go with the 90s safety.
Get that remote control up. Jake, Kobe.
Jerome Bettis. He's a bust. Dang, but his trucking power is low. I'm gonna go with JJ. I don't care, but his trucking power is low. That means he's not a bust. We really need a middle linebacker, huh? was a middle linebacker. We need a defensive tackle. We need two of them. Count. Oh, 90! Oh, 90! Speed is low. Let's see how much. 99. What should I go with? Kyle Murphy! That's 94 speed, 70 speed, or 61? Yeah, I'm going to go with 99. 99! Now this is a good one. We need a right end. For the same team, we need a right tackle. I 99. Oh, yo, boy, Peter Greedy Williams. So let's go with cornerback Greedy Williams. We need a tight end. We need a tight end. But he's not that fast. We need a tight end. Devontae Parker. Oh, he's good. We'll go with this. 90. We need a but do we need another corner on the other side? No. Yeah, we do. But we also need a free safety. This one. Yeah, we need another linebacker. Kevin Bradley. So we already have a. I'm gonna put Ashley Williams at our second. Let's see. Okay, but what do we need a left outside linebacker? Yes, we do. A 79. This round. Calvin Johnson. Kobe, we gotta bow to Kobe. Bow, Kobe. We gotta bow to Calvin Johnson. Bow to Calvin Johnson. Oh my gosh, he's fast. Calvin Johnson, Jacob. Calvin Johnson. That's 89 jumping. Holy Jesus. Alvin Kamara. Alvin. Richard Sherman. Do we need another cornerback? Do we? Richard Sherman. He's the best corner in the NFL. Ooh, a 91 overall. Sorry, Kobe. Look at this. 91 overall. 91 defense. 92 O. We got a good team, bro. Yeah, that's good. No, I'm not the Rams. Bro. Let's see this guy's lineup.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, Murray. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
I forgot I had Calvin Johnson.
Murray now. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Johnson was the intended receiver. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early.
Hold on. Did I just waste my tickets? I'm not quitting because this is unfair. I'm quitting because I want to play online. Did I just waste my tickets? I want to be level 10. What if I got a Jerry Rice and Ed Reed? And a Calvin Johnson? Mom! Credit card. Nothing? Mom! I'm hungry. Yeah. I want a sandwich. No. Yes. I want a sandwich.
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA.
I'm down my... Oh, I got a safety zone.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Is that Gurley?
Let's go!
On first down, it's Gurley. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That
Joe Falco.
it'll pay dividends.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
Is it?
What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's running in the
Terrell
game.
Suggs in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tony Jefferson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And the Ravens taking the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time, don't they? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Oh, Elway's going to throw it. And Selleck here, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Buying time to his left. Looking here for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And an alley to run. Michael Crabtree tree's going to go. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like
But
they had the
we get the
touchdown
ball
they
back.
needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
One last gasp for Flacco. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,
Barely won that game. Oh my God. I know. Dang. Next year. Rice is still in the NFL. He's still in the NFL. Jerry Rice. He plays unattached. Look at that ugly.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is
Wow, we're down by a point. Please tell me I don't have time.
And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Watch this.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right, fighting him off. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And a loose football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
What?
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Where are you about to go?
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Cousins to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Stephon
Keep the game alive,
That's why
at
I
least
have
for
to
the
cover.
moment, as it's a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or
wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 5 seconds left. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Good job, boys.
Now let's go.
One last shot for Elway. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, and now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now Darquan. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Elway. Caught on the right side by Jones. Still fighting. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Dumps it off to Gurley. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because...
Me fluffed around.
Thrown here in this first half, you hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling, and I thought, what is he smiling?
And he lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On second down, Elway. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Elway to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding
I don't know
ways to
who's
click.
watching.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm your host, Jonathan Coachman, and this is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Now let's go.
On first down, Elway. And this is Selleck here with a grab. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gone, 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 gone.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
3-19. 3-19. Gone, 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 gone. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing now. Elway on first down. Left side completion to Jones. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Now it's Elway. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Fourth down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game?
They're the Steelers.
Let's go.
Now we're away on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now it's Elway. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Elway looking to pass again. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the outright, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On first, they'll throw with Elway. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Elway. The loop, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.